So every year there's a lot of tech products that come out which looks great on paper but barely gets used once the camera's off. So I was thinking, instead of doing the best tech of the year, let's do something different. So let me show you some of my favorite tech products that I actually used this year. I used all of these products to work every day, to create content just like this one, and sometimes I just use it to relax and have my downtime. Let's get into it. Now, to keep everything organized, I created 5 main categories that all of these products fall into. So let's start with the first one that I touch more than anything else. And yes, I'm talking about my phone, which is iPhone 17 Pro Max. Before you click off, I'm not gonna bore you with all the specs and all that stuff. I already know that you know enough about this phone, but I just wanna quickly talk about my experience. Now, to be honest, I actually started with iPhone Air and I was really in love with how thin it was, how it's fun to use, you know, like it felt like a product you haven't seen from Apple for a long time. Then I started using more and more. I started to feel some features lacking, but hopefully if Apple makes another iPhone Air in the future with wider angle and the main camera, I'm sold already. I also really like that it's really easy to hold this here because of the really curvy design. So that just makes everything much more convenient, but it also becomes more slippier. So I would highly recommend a good case on your iPhones. And of course, the battery life, it's been great. I can just charge once and I don't really need to worry about at all. Doesn't matter what I do in that whole day. Now, if you're someone who shoots content professionally on their iPhone, they also introduce Apple Lock 2. So you get much wider dynamic range in your iPhone and you can just pretty much shoot really nice looking videos without, you know, any problems, honestly. Now let's talk about my choice of headphones this year, and it's not AirPods Max, it's the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra. Now, I'm not saying that Bose is better than AirPods Max or anything like that. I just feel personally it just felt much more comfortable and just easy to carry around in everyday situations where I would use my AirPods Max and I kind of have to like keep them here because, you know, they don't close, or I have to carry some kind of bag if I want to put it away. I just wasn't really into that kind of hassle, and that's why I switched to Bose Quiet Comfort Ultras. And in terms of sound quality, they're pretty much amazing, you know, like you're not really missing anything from there. Great noise cancellation as well, lightweight design, so you know you don't really have to worry about it because you can fold it, put it anywhere, throw it anywhere, and you're pretty much good to go. Now, some people might say in the comments where, hey, AirPods Max is really nice premium aluminum design and this one are more plasticky, they feel cheap, it feels like a downgrade. So I would say this to you: try both of them for like 10 days and just write down things that bother you and things that really worked out. And at the end of the 20th day, choose which one you like most. I think that's the best way to go to really see which one would work best for you, because sometimes we just get too detailed into every single specs, but honestly, you know, every product is going to have some pros and cons. So I would just recommend you guys to just use it for a while and see if it's a deal breaker. If the quality is deal breaker, change back to Max, no issues at all. They also have the Generation 2, which makes the Generation 1 much more cheaper for like only 270 or something like that, which is actually a great steal for the sound quality that they offer. Now, to keep all of my devices juiced up, I use the Sarge power bank, which is a 24,000 milliamp hour battery life. It's been great because it has everything I need. It has 2 USB-C port, yet it has 1 USB-A port, and it also has this LCD screen where I can see how much power is left, how much power it's really pulling, all of that. So yeah, this is pretty much everything I need. So if I'm traveling somewhere where, you know, I just want one big power bank to pretty much charge all of my devices, this is the one I would take. Because it's probably cover me for my MacBook, my camera, my phone, or anything like that. Now, what's also really unique about this product is the design. You get this really transparent look on this power bank that sets this power bank apart from any other one, and it just looks really cool, you know, techy. Now let's move on to my next category, which is creator's tool. And my choice of laptop this year is going to be a MacBook Air M4 base model. Now let me tell you, this base model can pretty much handle everything that you probably do. Like if you are into content creation, like if you edit videos on the go, you don't really need that M4 Pro or anything like that. this M4 pretty much does a great job for me. In fact, I was actually using M1 Pro for a while and I didn't really had any issues. I would say if you really want like big power, where if you're shooting like 6K footage or stuff like that, then you definitely need more RAM. But other than that, I think you're pretty much good for everything. But if you're more like a desktop person and you need something just on your desk and you don't really worry about traveling, then I highly recommend M4 Mac Mini. Again, in terms of power, it's really same to my MacBook Air, but I just wanted something that sits on my desk here. So M4 Mac Mini, it's a great steal this year, especially when they go on huge discounts. Like they go under like $470 or something like that, which is just crazy how much power this computer has for just that much amount of money. I don't think Windows has anything that can deliver this much of power at that price. The version that I have here has a 24 gigs of RAM and 512 storage, which is pretty much good enough if you're really, want to do something like what I do. So model that I have here has a 24 gigs of RAM and 512 GB of storage, where I'm actually using my external storage to do all this editing and all. But in terms of form factor, as you can see, I really like to keep things clean on my desk, and it's really small, so it doesn't really take a lot of space. It stays almost quiet for the whole time. Even if I'm like editing this big videos, I literally never heard fans running at all. Now the next one is the choice of monitor. As you can see, I'm using my Apple Studio Display. I talked enough about this monitor in my previous videos, so definitely check it out if you're looking for much in-depth analysis. But honestly, I know it's really old now. They're probably coming up with the new one in 2026, hopefully, with high refresh rate. This has a 60 Hz, but the 5K display that you get with this thing is, uncomparable. I don't even know if that's the word actually. I think this delivers great image quality. So if you're someone who really relies on like accurate colors or all that details, if you edit pictures or videos, then you'll absolutely love this monitor. I know people will say that, hey, the bezels are big. I agree that too, but the things that I get with the 5K display, I haven't seen on any display yet. And I'm also been seeing a lot of more and more competitors coming up with really similar design with 5K and even 6K from LG. But I'm really excited to see what Apple does with this next monitor. Hopefully, if they even do like 120 Hz, I'm good enough with that. And the reason why I prefer Apple Studio Display, because it's all in one package. Like I don't want to keep speakers on my desk or anything like that, because it has a nice inbuilt speakers which are really good, and it also has a webcam. So if I want to keep things clean, I just don't really have to put all those things on my desk. And yeah, it kind of adds like a really nice aesthetic to my desk, kind of like an Apple Store or something Apple would make. And if you're really interested to know how I build this whole desk setup, definitely check out my previous video. Now I'm also using the secondary monitor, which is from Samsung. It's pretty old, nothing new. I just have it because I wasn't really using it, so it's not going to be there permanently. It might change and I'll keep you updated. Now to keep things clean on my desk and add functionality to everything that I do, I'm using this CalDigit TS4 Thunderbolt dock, which has pretty much all the ports I need in my everyday work, such as it has a micro SD, SD card, bunch of USB-Cs. It even has this headphone jack in the front, and yeah, I think it does great job connecting all of my devices in just one small form factor. And all I have to do is just take this one USB-C cable, connect it to my laptop or my Mac Mini, and it powers everything. So I would highly recommend a good docking station for your desk that would just keep your desk clean and just makes you feel more productive while you are working. Now let's move on to the next category, which is the peripheral accessories. Now the first one is my Apple Magic Keyboard. Now I own so many different keyboards which are like mechanicals and different stuff like that, but for some reason I just keep coming back to this Magic Keyboard even though it's like few years old. I think main reason why is because I really enjoy typing on my MacBook Air, and it's just most comfortable for me, and I can type the fastest on MacBook Air. And this Magic Keyboard has a really similar layout to that, which just makes my typing experience really similar to that. The most important thing that I care when I'm doing my work is to have everything without any friction. And I think Magic Keyboard does that for me. It might not work for you, but it's definitely the one that I used the most this year. I really wish that they come up with this small version with the black keys, because that's really my style. I know they already have one version out there, but it has this numpad, which I don't really need because it just takes so much extra space on my desk. And my choice of mouse, as you already know, it's Logitech MX Master 3S. And this is the choice for everyone, all the people out there, for a reason actually, because it's a great mouse. It gets your hand perfectly. The ergonomics are amazing, honestly. They came up with the new model this year with the MX Master 4. I haven't had that one yet, but if you're someone who is looking for like gaming, I don't think this one is the right choice for you. This one is for more general use or creative work, where you can do a lot of things at the same time. I do have a runner-up for mouse that I also used a whole lot in the second place, which is my low-free touch mouse. And I use this mouse when I'm working somewhere else, not on my desk, for example at work or in coffee shop or anything like that. I really love this small design and just how it feels. It does a great job, and it also gives you this like nostalgic feel because of the whole design. And yeah, it's a low-free touch mouse. I highly recommend one if you're looking for something on the go. It's really lightweight and easy to use. Now the next one is actually the mic that I use to shoot videos just like this one, which is a DJI Mic Mini. It has a really small form factor while delivering a great audio quality. If you're someone who is into like shooting content on the go, or if you just want a really nice quality mic, if you are attending a lot of meetings, then just connect this thing to your laptop and you can just put this transmitter on you with the magnets, and you're pretty much good to go. You don't really have to worry about clipping or any bad quality. You will always record great audio. Now if you're still listening to me and enjoying what I have to say about my favorite tech, then definitely give a like and share. It definitely helps the algorithm, and I would much appreciate that. Now moving on to my next category, which is lifestyle tech. And the first one in the list is my Steam Deck OLED. Honestly, I'm not really someone who is like a really pro gamer or anything like that. I just play games casually, and I don't really even play a whole lot of games. But since I got this Steam Deck OLED, I feel like I've just been playing a whole lot more games that I wouldn't play on PlayStation, because I just don't want to commit to turn on my game and dedicate my full attention to play that game on my TV. I just want to quickly access something and just have a quick round, you know what I mean? I don't want to like go into like all Battlefield mode. So yeah, I think this is a great device if you are someone who wants the gaming on the go. And even though we had Nintendo Switch 2 came out this year, personally, I just enjoy Steam Deck more. You know, the kind of games that I play here, such as Ready or Not. Now in terms of storage, it has a 1TB version as well, but I went with the 512, and I just put this external micro SD card, so that way you're almost getting the 1TB as well. And as you probably all know, Steam is also releasing these other products next year, so hopefully they also release a new version of the Steam Deck OLED, which I'll be also looking forward. Now for casual music listening this year at my home, my choice of speaker is going to be Sonos Era 100. Honestly, what I really like about this one is the design. It looks really compact and doesn't really take a whole lot of space, and especially if you go with this white color, it kind of blends in with my wall, which is also white. But you know, in terms of sound quality, it has really good rich deep bass and good clarity on the high frequencies as well. So I think it would be a great addition if you just want one speaker that can, you know, pretty much does all the job. And one really good thing about Sonos system is, as you know, if you buy more and more, you can always connect all of them and just create a bigger, wider sound range. In terms of features, it has AirPlay mode, so you can pretty much connect all of your Apple devices really seamlessly and quickly. It also has a Bluetooth as well, so if you want to connect all the devices using Bluetooth, you can do that. Now it also features a voice assistant such as or Sonos, so you can pretty much connect all of your other smart devices to use them. Now the last but not least category is the wellness. And the one product that I've been using most this year is the Theragun Mini. Now this is a really compact massager that you can use on your legs or anywhere. If you have like a sore muscles, you can just use this to, you know, get relaxed. And trust me, it really helps a whole lot. Once you start using it, you will know why you need that. Because before I had this, I wasn't really sure if I really want to buy this or not. During like Black Friday about 2 years ago, I bought this device and it's been a game changer. So I highly recommend one if you are into like a whole lot like physical activities such as like running or just walking whole day. You know, it's really underrated tech that I would really recommend to pretty much anyone who has like issues like neck pain or anything like that. This will definitely help. This was a really quick rundown of some of my favorite tech products that I've been using this year. This is definitely not all, but these are the products that I've used like every single day without missing. And if you take any of them out of my life, it's probably going to create chaos. So yeah, definitely check out all those products. I'll have all the links in the description if you want to get one for yourself, and also share which is like 1 or 2 products that I've been using this year, and I would love to read your responses on that. Happy holidays, enjoy this time with your friends and family. Thank you for all the support you guys given to me this year. I'm really grateful, and I'm really excited for the 2026 with much more exciting content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.